Hello, everybody. I am Dr. Deb with the Established Facts, and I realize that it has been a while since I have posted a video with you all. I think it was October was the last one that I put up, so I'm sorry, it has been a while. We had Thanksgiving, we had Christmas, we had New Year, we're having winter. Apparently we're gonna have a snowstorm tonight, so big fun here in Indiana. So I wanted to post something, and fun part, my husband has got me a setup of a camera and tripod vlogging rig, I guess, because he seems to think that I like to vlog. So he's got this setup for me. So this camera is much nicer than the cell phone that I had been using to record. And the microphone is also quite a bit nicer. So I'm looking forward to seeing what this looks like. And this is currently being recorded in 4K, which is definitely better than what my cell phone's capable of. So we're gonna have a little bit of fun using the 4K capability. Hopefully this will look as pretty as I want it to. So what are we gonna do today? What are we gonna talk about? You can tell that I'm in my house. I'm not in my car where I've often talked to you all, the game room. You see them behind me. We're actually gonna talk about my favorite pair of dice today. These dice were purchased at Gen Con 2019, I believe, because I used them to play in a Pathfinder 2nd Ed playtest, and I think that was in 2019. So they are dice from Level Up Dice, and I will put the website down below in the description bar so you guys can go online and check them out. They had a booth at Gen Con 2019, and hopefully if Gen Con 2021 is live and we can all actually, go downtown to the convention center, hopefully they'll be there again. But I purchased these dice, and they are my babies. They are definitely the nicest dice that I've ever owned, and I wanted to show them to you because I've never had a chance, and now that we have this really nice camera, we can enjoy what they look like. So let me adjust you guys first, and we're back. So before I show you my dice, I wanted to show you, this is my dice tower that we purchased from Dirty Woods, which is a locally owned, Indiana-based small business that produces dice boxes, wooden dice towers, and some other things. And we just really wanted to support them. We saw them at PopCon. I think that was also 2019. We purchased this for me. My husband has a dice tower as well. And then this is my dice box, which, as you can see, all of you who are Lord of the Rings fans would know what this is. So that is the Tree of Gondor. I believe this is supposed to be glow in the dark, but I haven't had a chance to try it out yet. But you all know that I'm a huge Lord of the Rings fans if you've been watching the Established Facts, so of course it makes sense that I would have the Tree of Gondor on there. And then the box opens very easily. It's held together with magnets here and here. So it just is on there, and it's actually quite firm because you can see it's got a pretty decent hold to it. And actually, if I'm careful, I can lift the whole thing up just on the magnets. So it's got a good strong magnetization. I don't know if that's a word, but anyway. Inside I've got this lined with blue velvet because this is my favorite color. So this is actually a dice tray. So if you don't have another dice tray that you take with you, there you go. So this comes with it, and then you can set up your dice tower like this, and then you're all set to go. Let's do this one first. So this is inside. They have different kinds of designs inside. This one holds a mini for a game that I play, but they also have other designs where I think you can have like a pencil slot here at the top if you want it. And I think there's some where they might have more slots for dice. So if you have, if you play with a certain number of dice and you need more than this, I think they make that too. But this worked well for me. And then I'm gonna hopefully let the power of this 4K thing work. Let me zoom this in. There we go. It looks like that's zoomed in. I hope so. So this is my D20. This is blue sandstone. If you go online to their website, this will be under the semi-precious stone section. They also have amethyst, they have jade, they have lapis-lazuli, they have some marble, they have obsidian, which is beautiful. They polish the obsidian, so it's just, they're all black, and they're beautiful. I find myself in trouble when I start looking on there because I see all the sets that I want, and they're expensive. This set was $95, which was not actually that bad. Their tungsten set, I believe, is the most expensive, which is in the mid 600s. So you could definitely spend some very nice money on dice. Let's go over here and let's look. Now I will show you this as a warning to you all. So this is my D8, and you can see it still has this beautiful dark blue where it just shimmers. You can see those sparkles. It's almost black, but it is actually dark blue when you look up close in light. Now, I don't know if you can see right there on that end, there is a very slight chip. I think you can see it as I move it through at this. So the problem happened, I had bought them and I rolled this die inside this tray. And the challenge happened when this hit the wood that was on here, and it did chip. So this is soft. This is not plastic. Remember, this is sandstone, and so it can chip if you roll really hard or if you roll against something really strong like wood. So if you do get one of these, be careful with it. I learned my lesson, so now I always roll it carefully inside in this velvet area, or I do it inside like a leather dice tray like this. So be cautious if there's anything hard. This is from Chip Theory Games, and I use these a lot because they actually work fantastic. So just be really cautious. I do use the dice tower, and I don't really have any trouble with the dice tower, I have to say. So I think it might have been maybe the force that I rolled it with, but if I just put it in here, it does just fine. It gives me no trouble. So let's see, that was the D8. What else can I show you? You can look at the D4 if you want to. So there's a little bit of wear on a couple of these on the corners. But, you know, they are still dice and they are blue sandstone, so it's not going to be perfect. But overall, they've done very, very well, except for that one chip comment. D6. So I think my next purchase will probably be their gold sandstone, because I just love these little flecks that are inside this. They look so beautiful. But I'm also leaning toward the obsidian, so I will let you know what I decide to go with. When I went onto their website yesterday, I noticed that they were out of quite a few of them, and it's probably because, thanks to COVID, they're probably having a bit of a time getting the materials in to make them. So if you see one that you like and they don't have it, continue to check back. My hope is that if the conventions are able to be in person more later in the year in 2021, that they'll actually have a live presence at some of these conventions, such as Gen Con, Origins, Dragon Con, things of that nature. So this is the D100. And then I'll show you. So the D10 is basically the same. So eventually, when Maggie's a little bit older, and Samuel, I want to get them a set from them as long as they're still in existence. Because Maggie has 2 pink sets that were from Chessex that she got in 2019 as well. And she really likes them, and they're perfect for her right now. But I would call these kind of her coming of age dice, because these are dice she'd want to take really good care of because they're so beautiful. But eventually, they had a really neat set that's like this watermelon kind of pink, so very bold. They also had like a pink marble that was really pretty. And I mentioned amethyst already. Let's see, what else have I not shown you? Oh, the D12, I think, is the last one. There's the D12. But I love rolling with these. I feel, I don't know, I just feel like they're mine. Maybe because I've just put, I put an investment into them, and I take good care of them. I do not share these. I don't let other people roll these, and so maybe that's why maybe they know me. I'll share all of my other dice, but these are usually just mine. Josh has an aluminum set that's also from Level Up Dice. They're the Sith dice, so kind of red and black. I might show those in another video so you can see. Really pretty, good weight to them, and apparently they like him too, because they roll a lot of 20s when he is game mastering, by the way. And I will say, so do mine. I feel like I roll more 20s game mastering with these dice than I do when I'm a player. So maybe they're GM dice, I don't know. But at any rate, there's the D12. All right, and then as we say, we close it up, and there you go. And that's my set that I travel with. So that was a quick look at my favorite set of dice and a little bit of chatting about Level Up dice. And as I said, the link is down below in the description box. You can take a look and visit and dream a little bit. The tungsten dice look so cool, and I have rolled them. I rolled them at their booth when I was at the convention, and somebody else I know also owns them. Those things are so heavy. You will want to be really careful if you buy one of their metal dice to make sure that what you're rolling it on is safe. Because if you were to roll those tungsten dice on this table underneath me is mahogany, that mahogany would be eaten by the tungsten. It would just be destroyed. So you definitely want to invest in a good dice tray, or you could, take one of these really nice leather ones. These, as I said, are Chip Theory. I don't know if they still make them, but I love them because they have snaps. So they store flat if you need to for convenience. And then when it's time to play, very quickly, and boom, you're good to go. And it is soft, but it's got enough sturdiness that it takes, it handles my dice just fine, and it handles his aluminum dice just fine. So this is really cool. If Chip Theory still makes them, go ahead and check them out, because we use these all the time. Really easy to travel with these too. Sometimes we'll take like 4 of them and put them in our bag when we go to conventions, and then boom, we're all set. So that's really all I've got for you guys today. I was thinking about what to do in a future video. I think one of the ideas might be a walk of shame in the games that are behind me, the ones that are still in plastic that we have not yet gotten a chance to play in this house. Most of them we play tested, and we knew we really liked them, and then we bought them, and then we didn't play them in our house. So yeah, that's probably gonna need to, that way you guys can be like peer pressure. Like, have you actually played the game that you showed us? Did you take the plastic off and play it? So maybe it's, like therapeutic to say, hey, you know what, all these people are really bugging me, I probably should just play this game. Or give it away or sell it to somebody who would play it, and then I would have more room to buy more games. I don't know if that would be helpful or not. At any rate, thanks for joining me as I got to chat about one of my favorite things, which are my blue sandstone dice. Hope you guys have fun checking out the websites for Dirty Woods and Level Up Dice, and hopefully talk to you soon. Hopefully this picture was better, and hopefully the sound was better than what was on my cell phone. If this keeps working, we'll do more videos this way. Let me know down below if you thought this looked better, or what you thought of this setup, or if there's a different setup that you think would be more helpful and better. I can be mobile with this. I can actually pick it up and move it around, but in this case it made more sense just to be sitting here and do a static shot. So let me know what you think down below, and we'll talk to you soon. This is Dr. Deb with the Established Facts.